Hello everybody, welcome to today's Tunisian crochet stitch tutorial. It's a very easy pattern and great for beginners. So to start off, make a slip knot, and I'm using medium size yarn and 5.5 millimeter Tunisian crochet. So once you have made that slip knot, insert your Tunisian crochet inside there and then cast on any number of chains that you desire. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I have cast on 12 chains there. And for this pattern, use two different colors. You can use a single color, but today I want to show you how to use two different colors for this Tunisian knit stitch. So once we have cast on the number of chains, we are going to start drawing up loops. And I've started from the second chain. So continue drawing up the loops until you get to the end. Draw up the loops and also make them a bit loose to avoid curling. Just a bit loose, not so loose, just a bit loose. When you get to the end, we are going to work on the border stitch here, and we are going to draw out just one loop at the end. This is the border stitch, and that is how we are going to work at the end of every stitch. And then now we are going to draw out loops in twos. Draw out your loops in twos until you get to the end of the row. Okay, now we have completed row 1. So now we are going to draw up the loops again, and how we are going to do it is different. We are going to insert our crochet in between this long stitch here and this short stitch here. So our crochet is going to go in between those two loops, and then we are going to draw out some yarn in between the long stitch here and the short stitch. And that is how we are going to work row 2, by simply drawing up loops in between those stitches I have explained to you. Now we are going to start working using the second color, and when you get to the end here, make sure you capture these two stitches at the end so that we have a neat end there. So I'm going to take my other color, and my other color is pink. So I'm going to take out that piece of yarn, and then I want to attach it to my crochet like so. And then I'm going to draw out the border stitch by itself, and I'm going to use the longer part of the yarn. Okay, hold on to the two pieces, the two different colors of the yarn at the end, and then now start drawing out the loops in twos until you get to the end of the row, and then repeat the pattern. This is what we are going to be doing for the rest of our project. So depending on the project that you're working on, that will determine the number of chains or the length of your project. Again, we are going to insert our crochet in between these two stitches here. Very easy, and the outcome is very beautiful. Draw up the loops, and for row 2 as well, we don't want to tighten our yarn so that our work doesn't curl up. Just make it just a bit loose, not so loose, just a bit loose. As you can see, this is very easy. And this Tunisian knit stitch pattern looks similar to normal knitting. Okay, so we have completed our row there. And then another thing to note, the number of chains you cast on, if it's 12 stitches, make sure you have 12 stitches on your crochet as well when you are done drawing up the loops. So now we are going to take up color A. We are going to take up color A, and just before that, work these 2 stitches at the end. Draw up that border loop there. And then we are going to take up color B, tighten the other color before you start off with the next color, and then draw out the border stitch on its own. Draw out 1, and then now we are going to draw out the loops in 2s. Going to repeat the same pattern, and then I'm going to show you how it looks like. That is my daughter laughing like that. She's very happy. Okay, now we are going to start off again with the next color. Very easy. As you can see, the color coordination is coming up very well, and we can clearly see the 2 colors have been used differently. This pattern is a bit dense. It can be used for making blankets, maybe blankets, shawls. It is very good for that because it's dense. This pattern is dense. It's a bit heavy. So this is how the front should look like. As you go up, you're going to see the different colors come out clearly. So I want to show you, you see, like for this pattern, I started out with these different colors, and I did not make it loose at the beginning. That is why it curled up. But as you can see here, I made it a bit loose in the first 2 rows, and the pattern is not curling up. So this is how the colors look like when you have a dark blue and light blue. Continue working on your pattern and share with me the results. So I'm also going to show you how to end, or how to bind off your pattern. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. Happy crocheting!